So good evening everybody. I welcome you all to another video of Mindcrest Civil Services, where we will be discussing what are the things that you have to keep in mind before starting your UPSC preparation for all the different exams like CSE, that is Civil Services exam, CDSE, Combined Defense Services exam, Central Armed Police Forces, or NDA exam. So we have not been posting on our channel as well as the Instagram account for quite some time now, because meanwhile we were preparing for all the different kinds of courses that we would be coming up in this academic year for the 2022-2023. Many of our students have given their NDA exam on 4th September, and some of you are also planning to give your exam on 14th April, as well as some students are also giving the CDS exam, likewise the civil services exams. As you all know, today was the first mains paper for the civil services exam 2022. So keeping all those things in mind, we were also focusing on our offline batches, but now we are done with all those things, and now our focus is back to our online audience, or the students who have access to our free resources. So this video is important not only for the beginners who are going to just start their preparation, but also for those who have already given their attempt or were not able to make it to the second round of these exams rather. So the first thing that you have to keep in mind whenever you start your preparation for any of this exam is previous year questions. See, you are going on a battle, you are going on a war. So when you are going on a war, you have to know who's your enemy, what are his strengths, what are his weaknesses, how is he going to attack you, what are his weaknesses, all those things. Previous year's questions helps you to understand who the enemy is and how you can defeat him. So you get an idea when you go through the previous year papers that, okay, on these lines I can accept the question from UPSC, expect the questions from UPSC. So not only this holds true for UPSC exams, but all the exams, whether you are preparing for CAT, you are preparing for any banking exam, you are preparing for CUET exam, you are preparing for NEET, any exam, previous year question is the Brahmastra. You have to go through it so that you can get an idea, okay, what are the questions they ask, on what patterns they ask, and then strategize your preparation in that way, so that you cut down on the unimportant part, you cut down on the irrelevant resources, and just focus on what is required for your exam. Make your preparation exam centric in its nature. You're out here to clear the exam, so keep that in mind. My final goal is to get into the merit list, and this is how I'm going to do it. The first step. Second thing is coaching institutes claiming themselves best in terms of selection ratio, syllabus coverage, faculties, content is a part of advertisement / brand building or business development. So always remember this thing, because most of the coaching institutes, those are there in the market, they always claim that, okay, from our section most of the questions came in UPSC, from our monthly magazines 30 questions came. The fact is that once you go through the previous year questions of last 10 years, you will realize that UPSC has repeated itself in the last 10 years question that it has asked. So they are bound to repeat it. So at least 30 questions you will get. So institute, those who claim that हमारे यहाँ से 30 questions आए थे या 40 questions आए थे, they are making a fool out of you. Secondly, when they say कि okay, most of the faculties, we have the most brilliant faculties, or we cover the entire syllabus for this exam, that's a fake story, that's a hoax, because it's not practically feasible to complete the syllabus. There is no definite syllabus for civil services. And that is the reason why, again, the first point that I said, the previous year questions becomes important. And all those, terms, vocabularies, testimonies used by the coaching institute that, okay, this guy was our student, he studied with us. All those are basically to, build their brand, to advertise their product so that you go and buy it. I'm not saying there is anything wrong in that, but when you're going to choose a coaching institute for your preparation, it's just that you have to keep your eyes and ears open. Not all those who are claiming to be the best will be the best. That's what I'm trying to say. So you have to, figure out, consult, draw your conclusions, and then go for the best one. And there are some strategies which will help you to go through the ones which are best in the market. The first thing is that how well you can understand the way of their teaching is the first thing you have to keep in mind when you select a coaching institute. Second is how relevant they are towards the questions that are being actually asked in the UPSC exam, not the specific test series and XYZ coaching institute sets. So कितना उसका specific है आपका UPSC के question से related, decide on that. Okay, this is the topic they have taken into account. They have skipped the rest, so okay, I can understand. Their content is crisp, concise, and to the point, which we can also say as exam-centric in its nature. Third thing, again, I would like to mention you that even if after saying that, okay, you can choose the coaching institute, or you can go through the free content that is available on Instagram or YouTube or wherever, all the free material that is available. Always remember this fact that there is an opportunity cost involved in life. Since you are preparing for civil services, you have to invest your time in academics, you have to invest your time in answer writing, you have to invest your time in revision, you have to invest your time in multiple mock tests. Since you are preparing for this exam, that time which you could have used for some other activities like leisure, entertainment, outing with friends, playing a sport, whatever, traveling, whatever. So there is always an opportunity cost involved in life for the things you actually end up doing and the things you cannot do, because you have to sacrifice on something. This same logic applies when you are also going through the free resources available on the internet for the preparation of UPSC. So when you think, okay, I got a free access to some of the videos of a very top reputed coaching center, always remember they have put in their hard work, they have put in their value, and if you're not paying for the value that they have given to you in the present moment, somewhere down the line, someday or the later, you have to pay for it in whatever means it is. It's cash or kind, it depends on you, because nothing in this world is for free. There are no free luncheons, and always an opportunity cost involved. So the coaching institute, if they are putting their effort, giving you free resources, doesn't mean that okay, they are doing a certain kind of social service. It's not a social service. Maybe to advertise about their institute, they can give free resources, but at the same time, you have to be judicious, you have to be righteous to return the favor in whatever way it's possible for the value that they have provided to you. Because being a civil servant, you are bound to do justice, or bring justice in the society to a certain extent. And that is why it is said that the preparation for this exam actually starts from the day one itself. Fourth point I would like to mention you that is only the right strategy will help you get over the line. 100 of toppers can say you XYZ things, 100 of teachers can say you XYZ things. Even sitting behind the camera, I can say you multiple things, or the teachers in our institute can say multiple things. But it's up to you, what do you choose for yourself and what do you skip, or what do you filter out. You cannot go and listen to each and everybody's advices. You have to decide your path on how you're going to strategize this exam and how you're going to tackle this exam and come out with flying colors. So there is no one way to crack it. There is multiple way you can reach your final goal. Everybody knows what is the goal is to become an IAS, IPS, or get into the 700 merit list that is declared by the UPSC. All the aspirants, those who give the exam in a particular, so that is the final goal. So whenever you do all those things, keep that goal in your head and draw your own path that would lead to the goal or your destination. The extension of this point is the point E, which I'm going to say is, if you think plan B is important, then it's important. If you don't, then it's not. It's totally up to you. If you feel that, okay, with a plan B, with a certain kind of security net, I'll be able to perform better in this exam, that's good for you. You can do that. Even if you think that I don't need a B plan, I'm going to go, full Monty in this exam, that you are correct in that sense also. You don't need anybody's advice. Parents, teachers, friends, guides, well-wishers, anybody who's telling you or suggesting you that, okay, you need a plan B or you don't need a plan B, just don't listen to them. Listen to your inner voice. That's what I want to tell you here. And last but not the least, I would like to tell you, many a time students comes up to me and say, sir, if I don't crack it this time, what will happen? Sir, if I don't crack it next time, what will happen? Always remember, my dear, there is a poem which I have written for you. Ye na socho, ye na hoga to kya hoga? That don't think that if UPSC doesn't happen, then what will happen? Agar ye na hoga, to tajurba hoga. Even if UPSC doesn't happen, take it down in writing from me, that the experience that you get out of the preparation from this exam would be so much beneficial for you and would put you ahead of so many people in life that you can do anything in a better way than any other individual. Your mind would be trained in that way, provided you have given all your efforts. Your mind would be trained in that way that you'll be able to see what is good, what is bad, and how you can bring out the best from that particular thing, individual, organization, wherever you are working. And that is the reason why aspirants or the people who are preparing for UPSC exam will always be in demand over any other engineers, doctors, or whatever. Maybe I can have a hindsight bias for the aspirants, but that's a fact. They know how to deal with pragmatic things, practical things in life. So with this, I would like to end this video. I want to keep it as crisp and concise. Go through this point, and in the next video or in this continuing this video, we'll be showing you what are the plans we have decided for you, what are the things we are going to bring online, and if you feel that you have to enroll for our offline batches, you're most welcome to do it. Till then, thanks and have a nice day.